I'm hoping that you guys can hear me well and know that I'm outside. I was debating whether to do this video outside, try to do it in my office or where, but I wanted to just show you this is life, this is real life, and I wanted to share with you just some really awesome information because I've been getting some questions of like, what the heck is it that you actually do? And I'm sure there's like some crazy scheme involved, and I'm sure that nothing really works that you're promoting, and I'm sure there's like all these catches, or just what is it? Like, I want to do it, I want to be involved. So I thought I'd take the time to just debunk a whole bunch of objections that often I get when I present the opportunity to be a Beachbody coach to people. People think Beachbody, first of all, they had no idea there's a coaching opportunity, like none. Everybody's heard of the programs, but then they're like, oh wait, that's one of those like ladder schemes or those like pyramid schemes, get rich quick schemes. Well, I'm here to tell you, it's none of it true. I'm a professional, I'm a nurse practitioner, I have 8 years of education, and it took me a while to really wrap my head around the opportunity that was in front of me with Beachbody. I joined because I wanted a discount on Shakeology. I joined because I desperately needed women around me as in a community to encourage me and motivate me. And little did I know, several years later, I'm the motivator because I love this stuff and it's a no-brainer. Basically, how I look at coaching now is, why the heck not? I mean, if you could happen to get in the best shape of your life, if you could happen to change your heart, your mind, your relationships, your marriage, your finances, why wouldn't you just give it a try? And for me, that's what I kind of did for a while. I just dabbled in it, and I'm like, okay, there's really something to this. Like, I've watched multiple people that I know personally make, they're millionaires now, and I have sat back and I've watched them be successful. And so it's really disheartening for me to think, why didn't I go all in the beginning? And so, but you know what? I have a lot of growth to do, and I still have growth to do. And that is exactly really what Beachbody Coaching is. So I'm going to be kind of reading from my notes because I want to make sure I'm hitting some high points that people are asking me. So if you know anyone who's like kind of interested in Beachbody Coaching, please share this with them. Please share this. Give me some comments. If you have questions while I'm chatting, like, go ahead and tell me your questions, and I'd love to answer those. But if you don't know me, I'm Chanel. I am a wife. I have 2 little preschool boys, and I am a nurse practitioner by education. So I have done lots of schooling, but I am your motivator by choice. I'm choosing to be your motivator, and the Lord has put a really unique opportunity in front of me, and I decided to partner with the company Beachbody because the company itself is amazing in so many ways, but I get to do something that I love. I get to serve in a unique way. I get to use my gifts and the purpose that God has put me here on this earth to do in a unique way. So I'm thinking outside the box. I don't have to be in the bedside. I don't have to miss my children every activity that they have. I don't have to miss all my nighttime routines. I don't have to do what the box tells you you have to do as a medical professional. And so I decided, you know what? I'm smart. I'm hardworking. I'm capable. I love people. I love to motivate. I got this fitness, this nutrition, this health thing pretty much down in the sense that I can share it, and then I can fail, and then I can try again, and I can join other moms to do all the same thing and realize that life is not about being perfect. And I think that a lot of times in healthcare even, you feel like you have to be. You're dealing with human lives, but we're human. And so with this, it's taking a lot of pressure off of having to feel like you need to be an expert when you don't have to be. So what exactly is it that we do? Well, basically, it's a gift. It's an opportunity to better yourself. That is the priority as a coach, what you do. You are working on yourself every single day. Not only is that part of the fitness and nutrition thing, but it's also personal development, spiritual development, you becoming a better you. And what happens is that as you're doing this light starts shining from within. Then you want to eat better. You want to work out every day. And then you want to start sharing it. And so that's exactly what this opportunity is, right there in a nutshell. And so basically, you're just sharing consistently on social media and with people that you come in contact with the beauty of growth. And most of the time, when you jump into this opportunity, you're going to see tremendous changes. And a lot of it is going to be physical, because if you're actually being consistent with your lifestyle for the first time, are you kidding me? The changes that you're going to make are crazy. And this is kind of what happened with myself. Is I had tried personal trainers, I had tried calorie counting, I had tried Weight Watchers, I had drank every over-the-counter shake in the book, I had taken diet pills, I had tried to be anorexic, and that didn't really happen well. And so depressed, anxiety, I still suffer from some anxiety, and intermittent depression, that's actually better. And so I'm a real person, and these are real struggles. But the beautiful thing is that I'm doing this with other people. And so it's about doing it in a community, struggling in a community, and lifting each other up in a community. And so that's in a nutshell. So I want to just do a few little debunking objections, things that people tell me as to why they don't want to do this. And the first one is, I don't want to post on social media every day. I'm kind of scared of what people are going to say or going to think. Well, the thing is, the beautiful thing about this opportunity is that you get to choose what you post about. And for me, a lot of people don't even know that I'm a Beachbody coach, because it's not about the products. I'm posting about me, my journey, and things that are encouraging to me, I share. So my daily devotions, my fitness, it's something that I'm like, this is pretty awesome. That spoke to me. So guess what? I'm going to share that today. And that's what I share every morning in my devotion. And then my journey to fit, which is the calendar that I have positive declarations. Sisters, this personal development, this personal and spiritual growth for me, those declarations have changed my life. And so that is part of what I do, is I share that. And then the fitness stuff, it's a free way for me to help you. And so I love those particular things that I do. So that's what the posts are about. It's not about showing off. It's about being inspiring. There are women who need your help. They need your encouragement. They need you to help them. I can't help the people that need you. I can't help everyone, and that's exactly not what Beachbody is about. It's not about helping everyone. And I'm sorry, but you know what? Satan, get the heck out of here, because I know he is like attacking right now. I got a stinking weed eater. So I know there's some people who need to hear this, so I'm praying that he moves along really quick. So, okay, so that one, and the thing is, I don't want to post all the time. I'm scared of what people are going to think. If you have people who love you and who appreciate you, you're going to get positive feedback from this. And matter of fact, you're probably going to start getting messages and comments of like, thank you so much for being bold with your discussion or your that conversation or that post that you shared about anxiety. Thank you so much for sharing that you didn't want to have kids because you were fearful of having kids. These are messages and things that I get. Thank you so much for offering these things for free for a week so I can see what you do and helping me start my healthy lifestyle. So guys, I'm telling you, if you get negative comments and negative people, you don't need to be their friend anyways. So it is about stretching yourself and growth, but that's not the focus of this. The focus is you and your growth, and it's going to take time. But that fear that you have, it will go away, or it will get better, or maybe it's not something that you want to do, but it really has changed my life. So you don't have to be scared of what people think, because you are inspiring. You are, and you have what it takes to be that motivator and inspiration to other women. I need to be fit. Well, so the problem is that the majority of the world is not fit. And so if everyone said I have to be fit before I get started or do anything to inspire people, then there would never be anybody to inspire people. People who are on a journey and who are getting started are the inspiration. You're inspiring people the day you start. Why? Because other people need to just start. And so if you're focused on getting 10-pound weight loss or getting that fitness down or losing a ton of weight and feeling confident before you would start something like this, you're never going to start. Because this is the push that most people need to get on that journey, to start it and go all in with it. And I will tell you, the most successful coaches in this business are coaches who were not fit to start with. They started and they said, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to show up today because I know that I'm going to be a better person because of this. And I know I'm going to inspire someone. So it's about other people and inspiring other people. It's not about a selfish ambition. It's about other people. So you don't have to be fit. You don't have to know it all. And that is probably the best thing about this opportunity. I don't have to go back to school again. I don't have to learn another degree. I don't have to learn another thing. I don't have to. This is a teachable and coachable opportunity that you don't have to go pay to get another certification. I'm not saying that you don't need to pay to better yourself, because I do. I pay for books. I pay for a few classes here and there to just become a better business owner. But you don't have to go back to school. You don't have to. So it's your own journey. So don't worry about not knowing it all and not being fit. It's going to come when you start improving yourself. And you're going to be shocked at the people who are encouraging you, all because you were bold enough to put your story out there. I don't have time. Well, sister, I purposely wanted to wear my uniform and be out here at a Market Street to share with you that you do have time, because I literally was with my boys all morning long, got to spend an amazing morning with them thanks to this coaching opportunity. And then I came out here to hurry and do a video before I went into the clinic to work an evening shift. So I was up at 5:30 this morning. I worked out with my girlfriends because I need accountability too. So I have a few neighbors that I was like, girls, this is like 2 years ago. Can y'all start working out with me on Tuesday, Thursday mornings? It won't interfere with our kids or your job. I'll get you out of there in 45 minutes. And we have been doing this for 2 years. Now, people have come and gone, but this is me reaching out for that accountability piece. And so I was up doing the workout with the ladies, came home, had a great morning with the boys. Now I'm here, and then I'll be going to work in the clinic. These little blocks of time before the kids get up, during their nap time, before I go into work, these are times that I do the business. If I was in between patients and I have a second, well, I'll go through a list and invite a few people and share my story with a few people. Or I'll post a post on social media that's related to what I'm struggling with right then or what I'm actually eating right then. So this business does not need to take you clock in and clock out 8 hours a day. I think on average, I spend about 4 hours a day on the business. And that's not a lot. It's not a lot of time, but you do have to be purposeful. So as far as hey everybody, what's up? So this is part number 2. I'm telling you, I know that there are people who need to hear this, because Satan's doing everything he can to keep me from sharing. And so I'm now in my car. I moved to a different location because reception was none. Literally it just went out. So I'm not going to keep you long, and eventually I'm going to combine both of these videos and I'll post them and I'll have them available for people. But it'll be here on my timeline too. But so we were talking about, if you are new to me, you have no idea who I am. So I spent a long time kind of sharing a little bit of my story. But I am Chanel. I'm a wife of 13 years. I have 2 preschool boys, and I'm a nurse practitioner by education, but I'm a lifestyle coach. I'm your motivator by choice. It is truly a gift that I have, that God put into my lap. And the beautiful thing is that this gift has been coaching. And I know that a lot of people are super confused. They have no idea what it is that we do as coaches. And so I just wanted to take the opportunity, and I've had several people just ask, what the heck is this? It's got to be a pyramid scheme. This stuff, I'm sure it doesn't work. But the beautiful thing is that it does, and I felt the same way. I thought some of the same things that other people think. It took me a while to recognize truly what a gift this is. And so I just wanted to share a couple of negative things that people think and try to help you guys understand the truth. So I had already gone through a couple of objections that I get of that I have to be fit, that I have to have time, that I'm super scared about posting, afraid of criticism. So there's a lot of people who are afraid of what other people will say and think. And this is kind of what I actually told a girl yesterday. I said, if you knew that you were inspiring, truly a heartfelt inspiration enough to make this mama change her life, if you knew that if you made a post that day that truly transformed another mother's life, would you do it? Because that's truly the opportunity that we have. Just one post a few words that you say in that post, or as a mom who just had a baby, or a mom who's been going through depression, or a mom who is struggling in their marriage, the post that you post about being raw and real and about how you're dealing with those. For me, my anxiety and depression and having just like marital stuff, like the fitness, nutrition, my faith, that was the way I was able to deal. And so sharing that is inspirational to other people. And so if you're worried about other people criticizing you, you don't need to be friends with them, or they don't need to even have access to your timeline. Like, seriously, if you're worried about that criticism, and think of it as a gift that you're giving other people. If you feel more confident in yourself, if you feel really positive and you're like, okay, that scripture really spoke to me this morning, why would you not want to share it with other people? Why would you be worried about what other people think? If you really thought that it would benefit someone else, that's exactly what it is about. So I see that there's a couple people on, but I'm not seeing any names. So just tell me hello. I just got a few hearts and I would love to know who's on. So, okay, then the number 5 objection that I get is the market is saturated. Well, there's It Works, there's Herbalife, there's Advocare, there's hundreds and thousands of Beachbody coaches. Like, the market is saturated. Well, let me just put this in perspective for you. There are about 450,000 coaches. Yeah, that's a lot of coaches. However, only about half of them are discounted coaches. They're not running a business. I was one of those for like 4 years. I just got a discount on Shakeology. I made a little money here and there because people were asking me what I was doing, but I was not fully investing in the business opportunity. So half of the 450, so like 250,000 are only discounted coaches. They're just labeled coaches. Half of those aren't even consistent. So say there's half that are doing discount and the other half, so the 250, well, most of those aren't even consistent. They say they're a coach, but they're not even posting on social media, or they're not inviting people consistently. So they're not building a business. So basically, you're not competing with them because they're not even growing a business. To grow a business, it's just like what I'm about to do in this urgent care. I have to show up to work. So you have to show up in this business. But about half of all these coaches are not even showing up. So you're not even competing with them. And then that leaves about 25 to 30,000. So think about that. Only half of those are actually growing a business. So in the big picture, you're not competing with hardly anyone. And the really, really amazing thing about this is that Beachbody Coaching is not about a Beachbody product. It's about you. It's about me. I've had multiple comments later about people saying, I am just blown away that you are so bold with your faith. I have searched and I have looked and I don't see anyone else that's a Beachbody coach that's doing that. Well, I know that's not true because I follow a lot of the ones who are, but a lot of people tell me like, there's something different. Like I love that you just talk about your faith. That is the beautiful thing. This clinic that I'm about to go work in, I cannot talk about my faith. I can't talk about Jesus in that clinic. Might offend somebody and I might get fired. I might get taken to court. I mean, literally, this is real life. People don't want you talking about that stuff in the clinic. But if it's my business, I can share Jesus all I want. And I do. Why? Because he is the reason I am a coach. He is the reason that I'm here. He is my reason for everything. My goal and my mission as a coach is to share him. I don't want people to see me. I want people to see Jesus through me. And so I have this amazing, unique opportunity to share the Lord through health and fitness, through, hey, Brittany, how are you, sister? So it's just crazy cool. And I can't do that in healthcare. That is reality. I cannot do that in healthcare. And so that's why I know I'm in the right place, number one. And so the business is about you. It's truly about you sharing you. You don't need to be posting about Shakeology. You don't need to be posting about the products. Of course, you share what you're doing. So you say it's day number 10 of 30 of I'm doing P90X3 right now. Or you can post that you're drinking your Shakeology, but you're not going to blast product like a lot of other people do. Why? Because this business is about relationships. I want to get to know you. I want to know who you are. I want you to know who I am. I want to be in your back corner when you want to give up. I want you to know I'm here for you. I want to know that you're here for me. It's a community. And so that's what coaching is is about. It's not about the products. And so I know so many people are like, well, there's all these other things you're competing with. No, not really. And the really neat thing too is that we just launched our Beachbody On Demand about a year ago. And now literally there are programs that you can only get on demand. And so they need a coach to do all these things. They need someone to support them and help them. And so that's exactly what we do. We partner with someone else to coach them, not because we're an expert. We don't have to be. We have personal trainers, celebrity personal trainers that work with nutritionists, work with sports medicine. They design a program that is very specific to get results in the quickest amount of time. And they work with nutritionists to help them. So guys, we don't have to be the experts. We just have to be proof that the products work. And we have to show up every day. So don't worry about all that, like the market is saturated. I don't want to sell. Well, guess what? I sure as heck don't either. I don't sell. I don't put a product in people's face and say, you have to do this. And if you feel like you're doing that, you're going about it all wrong. It doesn't mean that you're not for this. You're not made for this. You're just going about it all wrong. It's not about selling. It's truly about sharing what you're doing, and what you're doing will help them. So if you know someone struggling in an area, just say, this is what I've done. I want to tell you, you see these eyelashes right here? This is just a really quick story. Well, I don't know if you like them or not. I don't know if you think they look crappy or not, but I love them. And I found this place that's doing individual lash extensions for like $17. Do you think I've been telling my local friends to do this? Absolutely. Do you think that I'm getting a kickback from it? No. So I'm going to share with you that Beachbody is working for me. Why? Because I've been doing it for 7 years. Why? Because I'm in better shape now than before I had my boys. Why? Because my life has changed. So these eyelashes, I'm sharing with people. What is it that you're using? You're drinking Starbucks, like their newest flavor or their newest thing, or perfume, or whatever it is. Like, we're all selling something. But for me, this isn't selling. And if you feel like you're selling, you're not doing it right. And we need to chat if you do this. So, okay. 7, I am afraid to fail. Well, this is probably my number one struggle that I've had the entire time I've been a Beachbody coach. And through tons of personal development, even counseling, my husband and I finally went to marriage counseling, which was so amazing, about a year and a half ago. And I cannot tell you, like, if you're struggling in your marriage, put your foot down and get to counseling, even if you have to go by yourself. But through that, I worked through this failure thing where I constantly felt like I was failing at everything, as a person, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, like everything, because I felt like I had to just, if I didn't get a good feeling about what I was doing, then I needed to do more, and I needed to do harder. I needed to work harder. When really and truly, God loves me exactly how I am. He loves that I'm a hard worker, but He loves me just how I am, and I don't have to earn His love. And I felt like I was constantly having to earn God's love for a long, long time. And so that translated in earning other people's favor too. But that's not true. God loves us, guys, so much. So much. Ooh, that's going to get me all. He loves us. We don't have to earn His favor. We don't. And we don't have to care what other people think either, because all that matters really is Him. So when we say we're afraid to fail, there's no such thing. And matter of fact, when you're failing, when you're not doing it right, or when it's harder than it seems, or when you aren't getting it right for the first year of a business, 2 years of a business, 5 years of a business, all that means is that you're successful because you're not quitting. The only thing in this business is you either quit or you succeed. That failure in between is just progress. And that's taken me so long. And that's the same thing with a weight loss journey or a marriage. If you don't leave, if you don't just quit showing up, you've not failed. You've not failed. And I have to preach this to myself all the time. I'm not failing. I'm making progress. It's just not on my time. But I'm not on my time. I don't know about you. We're on God's time. And so there's no such thing as failure. So if you're worried about failing, the worst thing that could happen is that you're going to learn a ton of stuff. You're going to become a better person. And if you quit or you decide you don't want to do coaching anymore, you know what? That's okay. Like, you lose nothing. You lose nothing. Matter of fact, it's free to sign up as a coach. If you order with the challenge pack, you don't have to pay anything to be a coach up front. Like, the sign up fee is free. So literally you're out nothing. So there's no such thing as failure. You either quit or you are successful, period. So, okay, I'm almost done. Failure, we already know, is a perception. We've already talked about this. And like the biggest thing is for me, I told the girl yesterday, and this is kind of off the cuff, and like, don't get me wrong on this, but I felt when I was working in the ER, before I left the ER full time and started doing urgent care, as working my way away from the bedside, it dawned on me one day when I had left my son, both of my kids at home. I was not going to get to see them for 3 days. 3 days because of my shifts that I was working in the ER. Literally, they were going to be I was going to be gone before they woke up, and they were going to be in bed before I got home. And we had them on a really strict schedule, and could have kept them up, sure, but you know. So I just got to work, and then I was trying to pump after my son, and I was hardly producing anything because I was so stressed out and so exhausted. And the expectation, they were telling us to do one thing one day, and oh, you can't do that the next day. Oh, we need you to do this that day, and oh, by the way, we need you to work mostly overnights next month. You know, all this craziness. I literally sat there one day, I think it was while I was trying to pump at work, in an office, like for 15 minutes, because that's about all the time I got. And I was like, okay, I'm really underappreciated, and I'm making someone else a heck load of money, a crap load of money. Like, these people are making a lot of money off of me and my hard work. I'm missing my family. I'm not at all feeling appreciated, feeling fulfilled like I thought I would be. And it's at the expense of my family and my mental health. And I was like, okay, Chanel, like this Beachbody thing, are you kidding me? You can work from home in your own time. You can be with your kids. You can surpass the income. That was another thing. Let me just disclose this. I realized after being a full-time ER nurse practitioner that after about 2 years, you cap out on your income. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do something different. I'm not saying that you can't work for a different department that maybe pays you more. I'm not saying that you can't be an entrepreneur in healthcare or figure something. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is in the ER, if I stayed in that position, I capped out at my salary, and I was fully dependent on the increases that you get every year with like cost of living, which may be 3%, which means in about 10 years, I was only going to be making about $5,000 more a year. And I literally was like bawling. And I'm like, I work hard. I am a hard worker. I really enjoy the patients and what I'm doing. But I'm not appreciated enough for all of this. I'm not, and I never will be, because it's healthcare. And as hard as that was to like come to terms with it, I was so determined to get my master's degree, so determined to be a nurse practitioner. And it's not that it's a terrible job. It's not at all. And some people need to do it or we wouldn't have any, right? But I know that there was another way. There was another way for me to be able to be with my kids. And if all else failed with this with this coaching gig, I'm a nurse practitioner. I will forever be a nurse practitioner. I can always go back into this, always. But what I knew is that I'm smart. I'm a hard worker. I'm dedicated. I'm disciplined. And I had 2 boys that I wanted to show that their mama can create something that is going to leave a legacy for them, all from hard work, all from being disciplined, all from doing something crazy cool that I said yes to because the Lord, I took a leap of faith. That was the biggest thing I want them to learn out of all this, is that I'm trusting the Lord every step of the way. Some days I doubt, some days I have a hard time trusting, but most of the days it is trusting Him every day. So I want them to see this. I want them to see, and I will be able to live to tell the struggles that I have gone through this entire process. And I've been going through struggles yesterday, the day before. Like, the reality is real. As an entrepreneur and a business owner, are you kidding me? There's always going to be struggles, but I would rather struggle in my own time. I would rather build wealth and build an income for myself and my family than to make someone else rich who doesn't even appreciate me. And so that's the reality, and that's just me, and I'm just sharing my heart there. And I know that this is not for everybody, but I do believe it has a place for everybody. Whether you want to get healthier and fit, whether you want a community, whether you want to build an income and cut back hours so you can be around with your kids, whether you want to build an empire, a legacy, a big sisterhood like I am, and host medical mama retreats or mama retreats. That is my vision. I will own a ranch one day. Thursday, I will host mama retreats, and I will pour into you guys and help you understand how much God loves you. And that is my vision, and it will come to pass in God's timing. I'm 100% confident. He showed me that vision. He showed it to me. I didn't do that. So anyway, so just really, really quick, last thing, and I'm going to wrap it up because I'm going to be late for work. The people that I don't want to work with, these are just kind of an idea of who I really don't want to work with. People who are not motivated, who aren't self-motivated, who aren't disciplined, who are negative, who have a different mentality on life. Who do I want to work with? I want to work with self-motivated people, with positive people, with driven women, with good problem-solving skills, who try to figure things out on their own. Teachable, goal setters, goal diggers who want to rock out some goals, consistent people, consistent with all areas of their life, persistent, say I'm going to do it no matter what, takes action, flexible. Are you flexible? Because we kind of have to be if you're going to own your own business. Faith-driven. Faith. Believe that the Lord has brought you where you're at. You're here for a reason, and believe that He's brought you here for a reason. And the reality is that all of this is about 10% skill. So it's not like healthcare. 10% of this is skill, but 100% of this is passion. It is passion, and it's being intentional with what you do every day. So really quick, how do you earn money? Well, you have to help people. You have to help people. Beachbody supplements the people we help, they give us a percentage of it. Every single person that we help, they give us a percentage. So not only do you earn income that way with a direct sell, but you also earn when your teammates, when you onboard. So when you join me, then I don't earn anything when you become a coach. But when you start selling or you start helping other people, then you can get a team cycle bonus, and you start getting bonuses and different things like that. So there's a lot of different ways to earn in this company. And what I have seen is that when I'm growing, my team is growing. And when my team is growing, the financial part of it is growing. And so it definitely can surpass anything that I've ever been aware of in healthcare, for sure. But Beachbody does not guarantee any of that. You have to help people in order to make money. So if you're not into serving people, if you're not into helping people in a unique way, it's not going to work. So we don't have inventory. We get paid every Thursday, a paycheck delivered into my checking account. There's a website, simple, easy for people to order from. The list goes on as far as ease. I don't keep things on hand. Very rarely do I, maybe give a sample here and there, but you don't have to keep any stock. So that's really awesome. And we have a customer service people who help us. So, startup pack. How do you get started? How in the heck do you get started? Okay, well, the number one way you're going to get started is you got to join a challenge group with me. You got to just kind of experience it firsthand. But the beautiful thing is that if you're even remotely interested, just sign up as a coach, because it's free to sign up initially. It's free. So it's a no-brainer. And then I'm going to give you a mentorship that's 5 days. It's going to share exactly what you need to do as a coach. You're going to have daily assignments, and I'm going to walk you through it. Then I'm going to run a challenge group with you. I'm going to show you what I do. I'm going to give you posts. I'm going to give you all the content that you need to put out there. And then we're going to do this stuff together. And then I'm going to recognize you and love on you and welcome you. And you have a whole team that is here to support you in this. And then you're going to start duplicating it. And you're going to start doing the same thing that I'm doing. And it can take you as long as you want. You can literally step on that train running and head on and make amazing progress really fast, or you can take your time. But all I know is that this opportunity has completely changed and rocked my world in so many ways. I'm so thankful that God brought this to me, and I know you're here for a reason, and I'm here to answer questions. So if there's anything that I can do for you, please let me know. And I'm going to put my email link below here so that you can email me or send me a message, anything that you want to do to get in touch with me. But we're just starting. The FIT team is the team that I created. Faith, intention, teamwork. That is what we stand for. And we are just getting started, like literally just getting started. I've been doing this for full-time for about 2.5 years, and definitely have a team that has grown a lot, just like I've grown a lot, but it's just starting. Like, we have so much more to do because there's so many people that only you can help and only I can help. So I'm super, super excited to have you join us. If not now, eventually you will. will, because it's a no-brainer. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'm here for you, and I'm super excited for you to join the Fit team. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.